Hi, second grade. Okay, so today we are doing worksheet 121, and this is the rule on dropping. Okay, so dropping in this case, they're talking about like consonants, okay, because you'll see down here, we've got a word and then a suffix, a word and then a suffix, okay? Now, you don't always just write the word like slide and then write ing. So you don't go just slide and then ing like that. You don't write words like that. There's rules. It's called the dropping rule. So you're going to learn how to write this word properly. Okay, so it's not just slide and ing. That's what you do. You got to look at the rules of how you would write those two together. So it says to begin. So this is first thing. One check mark, these little boxes. So one check mark if the root word ends with a silent E. This is a root word. All of these, this is the root side. Okay, these are the suffix. Or the ending, right? So one check mark if the root word ends with a silent E. This one does, right? One check mark if the suffix is a vowel suffix. If this one is a vowel suffix. That I begins with a vowel, right? So that is also checked. Okay, so that's the first thing we did. Okay, when finished, the second thing we're going to do says if you have two check marks, which we do, drop the silent E before adding the suffix. So that's what we're going to do. This one says if you only have 0 or 1 check mark, just add the suffix. So we're not doing this one. So I'm going to put a little bullet point right there. So we're going to do this first one. If you have two check marks, drop the silent E before adding. So we have slide. I'm going to write the whole thing. Slide. But it told me to drop this E because it's silent. And now I can add my ing. ing. So this is slide and ing. I just took out that silent E. Sliding. Okay? The next one is fade unless. This one has a silent E. I'm going to put a little check mark there. And this one starts with a L. That is not a vowel. That is a consonant. So we're not going to check this one. Do you remember what we do if we only have one check mark? It says if you only have 0 or 1 check mark, just add the suffix. So this fade unless is simply those two words. Fade unless, fadeless. Okay. All right, next one is nicest. So this is nice with a silent E. Check it off. And then est. E is a vowel. It's a vowel suffix. Check. Okay. Remember what we did when we had two? We don't just write it. We go nice, right? N-I-C-E. But we have to get rid of that. So I'm going to take it out. And now I do the E-S-T on this side. So I can keep it E-S-T. Nicest. Okay. Number 4 is voter. So that is a silent E. Check. That is an E as well. Check, because that's a vowel. So we're going to have vote. And we're not going to have the E from the vote. We're just going to have one E and then the R, voter. Okay. All right, the next one is a little tricky. It says slime E. So this is a silent E. This one sounds like an E, right? So we are also going to check that one because it sounds like an E. Remember when Y is at the end, if I was to box this in, say I was to box that in, it would be an ending, right? And it would be a little dot with a line, okay? And it would sound like E. So that is a little tricky. All right, so we're gonna write out slime, okay? And we're not going to write the E there. I'm just gonna write the Y. That one's kind of tricky. Okay, the next one is spending. So that one does not end in a silent E, but this one starts with a vowel. So I'm going to check that one. Now remember, if I have one check mark, I just simply write the two words, or the word and then the suffix. So it's just spend and then the ing. Spending. Okay, and the last one is ripeness. We've got a silent E. Check. And then that one does not start with a vowel, so I'm not going to check that. So I just write ripeness. Ripe and ness together. Okay. All right. So hopefully that helps you with spelling, because this is a kind of a spelling lesson in our phonics. It's the dropping rule when you need to drop letters. The E, the E, the E, the E, the E, and the E. It's always been E. Okay, that's about it. Okay. All right, go ahead and turn this one over. The backside is your homework. Good job.